Warriors sound coming to you from the Rakuten Performance Center at team headquarters here in Oakland as the Warriors with a practice on this Wednesday getting set for Thursday night's game at Oracle Arena against the Philadelphia 76ers. Fans looking forward to the first opportunity to see DeMarcus Cousins in uniform at home as a Warrior. And what a road trip it was, a 5-game road trip with 2 wins in LA. Then the Warriors beat the Wizards in Washington, the Celtics in Boston, and then wrapped things up in Indiana, taking down the Pacers. And now the 76ers visit on a Thursday night, and a busy day here at team headquarters. Several things to bring you, and we start with our conversation with Warriors broadcaster Tim Roye. You think about that big man matchup. That's the first thing that I'm so excited to see tomorrow night.
That matchup against Joe Embiid, who's so talented, and both guys can take you outside, can take you inside, and so and both guys they're also vocal. So I think it's going to be a real intriguing matchup. Looking forward to it. It's going to be a nice test for the Warriors coming off the road.
What has impressed you most during this win streak?
The way the Warriors have gotten back to playing unselfish basketball, moving the ball. The joy level is back, and it just seems that they're really in sync. At times this year, the injuries have kept them from looking like a fluid basketball team, I thought. And now it seems like the ball's moving, and of course, not supposed to be this way, but when you play better on offense, you play better on defense. And so I think the combination of the two has gotten the Warriors back to a level that very few teams can attain.
We also wanted to share with you a conversation we had with Mark Medina of the Bay Area News Group, who wrote a nice article about Dr. Rick Celebrini, who is the Warriors' Director of Sports Medicine and Performance. And this is some of our conversation with Mark as we talked about the impact that Dr. Celebrini is making here with the Warriors. What did you learn about Dr. Rick Celebrini in the efforts of doing this article and introducing him to Warriors fans?
Well, I think the fascinating thing when I've talked with the different Warriors All-Stars that had some pretty significant injuries this season with Steph Curry and Draymond Green and DeMarcus Cousins is that Rick Celebrini seems to really be able to toe the line of being the trainer and the doctor that protects those star athletes from themselves, because they're all competitors. They always say they're ready to play when sometimes their body says otherwise. But he also has a very good way of not acting like he's the smartest guy in the room and deferring to those players in terms of what they think is important with their routines and their rehab. All in all, it sounds like it's a very collaborative effort.
And we leave you with an opportunity we had to talk with some special guests visiting from China, a group from CCTV who cover the NBA. And this is some of our conversation with them as we enjoyed having them here today as they were going to tour the Chase Center and also make this visit here to the Rakuten Performance Center. Mei Nanchang and Wei Ping Zhang joining us here from CCTV, and we're so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for joining us here on Warriors Sound. And you're here to see the Warriors, who have had great success the past several years, and the Chase Center. But Wei Ping, when you look at the Warriors and what they mean to fans in China, what is that exactly?
The Warriors are very, very famous in China. They got Stephen, they got Clay, they got Kevin, and they got Draymond Green, and also right now they got Cousins, the Marcus. It's 5 All-Stars. And other than that, they got coach, they got their very good bench, and everything. It's the most important is a team. In China, we said teamwork is the most important things, and Warriors just represent that one. So that's why I think that's the main reason the Chinese people love Warriors.
You're visiting us from Guangzhou. A couple of years ago, Stephen Curry bringing his Under Armour tour to Guangzhou. Very exciting stuff, but when fans get to see the players there in person, what impact does that make?
I wish I was there, but actually I was studying in New Zealand for my college, so I think everyone loved him and they very enjoyed the time when Stephen in Guangzhou, and I hope he can visit Guangzhou again, then I will be there.
All right, Warriors 76ers coming up on Thursday night. I'm Laurence Scott, and this is Warriors Sound.